Welcome, Raiders Nation, to the off season of Season 2. We're going to kick off here with the 2026 season recap as the Baltimore Ravens end up in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Max Crosby for us, though, does win Defensive Player of the Year, which is a big note. He did have a really good season. We'll check his stats out real quick. Defensively, where am I going right here? Max Crosby down here, 68 tackles, 26 TFLs, 13 and a half sacks. So he's going big for us there. Hopefully our defense can improve going into next season, though. That's been probably one of our biggest lessons this season. Our defense did let up quite a few, um, late game points that lost us those games. We don't have anybody retiring. I already checked, but there are some big names retiring in Harrison Smith, Travis Kelce's retiring, Eric Armstead, Jonnu Smith is retiring, Cooper Kupp's retiring, Demarcus Lawrence, Williams, Mario Davis is retiring after getting a ring with Baltimore. That's cool. Keenan Allen's retiring. A couple other guys down here, I believe. Javon Hargrave, DJ Reader's retiring, Kyle Juszczyk. Nobody for us though, which is good. We do have some vets that I was wondering if they were going to retire or not. Uh, but we do retain everybody that we re-signed at least going into next season. And we have an open spot at our defensive coordinator position, and I am pretty sure I know who I want to bring in for this spot. It would be a huge pickup for us. No, it's not Pete Carroll. Be a huge pickup for us defensively, I believe, and it'll really help turn this defense around into the championship caliber defense we need. And that person is Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's down here. This would be a huge add to the staff. He's a developmental wizard, but he is a relatively defensive coach. As you can see in his unlocked abilities breakdown, 50% of them are defensive. Um, so yeah, we're going to be bringing Mike Tomlin on, DC, and I think that really already makes this team better going into the next season. Our offensive coordinator has very good job security, and I'd say our offense did take a step forward this last season, so he's got a job for now at least. Going to the mock draft here, we hang on, give me 1 second. Going in mock draft, we have the 13th pick, and the Jets have a ton of first round picks. But we have the 13th or 15th pick. Never mind, we did 13th, I believe. This last one, right? Yeah, we had the 13th in this one. Oh, the 15th pick, and it's projecting us to take a D tackle. Now, there are some good D tackles in this class, but I do not believe that D tackle is our main focus that's needed. I believe we have other areas of need, and there's some pretty good offensive line. I think offensive line, at least at right tackle and center, is definitely where we need to focus in this offseason to really shore up our offense. Moving to the next week here, we have a couple players who are ready to negotiate for accepting his option. I'm worried because I don't know if we're going to be able to afford him next season. It scares me. Malwalk, Michael Myers walking, Jared Rich. I'm not sure why we're already negotiating with him because he was a rookie this year, and we drafted him, I believe. So I don't know why yet he's a rookie. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to negotiate with him because he was very good for us. Um, We're gonna shoot him a 3-year offer. We're gonna give him kind of what the rest of his um, rookie contract would have been, I guess, because we definitely drafted him, but we signed him. Cedric Dawson, David Edwards. David Edwards, we're gonna let walk. Cedric Dawson, I'm gonna try to bring back on like a little 2-year cheap deal here, just to shore up some depth at our cornerback spot. And everybody else, I think we're okay letting walk. I'm trying to keep as much cap as possible with the Brock Bowers contract coming up and the Jenny contract coming up. So some guys are gonna have to walk, and some guys are going to have to um, really step up. Jumping here to the staff improvement. Tomlin, okay, I want to get better at being great leaders about the role you play in creating the identity of your team for our defense. Really, we stop the run. Like that's kind of what this defense is built to do. A lot of noise I can run a game. What aspect should I focus on? Keeping their runners from being outside. Keeping their runners from being outside, I believe. All right, and we're going to move forward to free agency 1. I don't know how big of a splash we make. I think maybe we just try to shore up center in case that we don't get a good center in the draft. Right, give me 1 second here. All right, about that. Cade Mays, maybe he's 28, a little bit younger, so he's a good bridge center for us. Before I do this, I want to actually go look at the roster here because I don't necessarily know exactly where he should show up. And he's got a $15.2 million contract, so maybe he's somebody we try to trade in the draft to move up or move back into the first, because I think I like where our draft spot is because of the top end of this draft, but I might want to try to get back into the first round. Dylan Parham is replaceable. He is, so our left guard, center for sure needs to be replaced. Right guard, he's young, still got a lot of time to progress, so we're gonna keep holding on there. Vincent, I liked Vincent. I liked how he played. Stats and contracts. Let's see here. He did allow 12 sacks, which is unfortunate, but I think he gets better. So maybe we don't focus right tackle for now, or maybe we do and just let him be a backup. Definitely need a center, and maybe a left tackle. So we're gonna go see here. Free agency. I think Cade Mays might be the pick there. I think we could get him for relatively cheap. He's an upgrade. He'll progress a little bit. Unless there's anybody better down throughout here. I think he's our best option currently. Yeah, so Cade Mays is our best option, and I want to see have as far as centers in this draft? How stacked? There's only two. I can't say two because this guy's a projected UDFA, but he is around 2 to 3 pick. And pass block, A impact. He's a good pass blocker, not a great run blocker. Um, which we kind of need because I feel like a lot of our pressure has come up from the middle in that sense. About Ethan Booth here. A impact, B run block, A lead block, C pass block, and F injury. That throws me off. I don't like the F injury, but it is workable, I guess. A impact block, A run block. Definitely not a bad pick. I'm okay with Max Sims, but I think we do need a security signing at center just in case. I think Cade Mays can be that really. Um, Cade Mays just it's an immediate impact or an immediate fill in. He's still got a couple good years left, so we'll try to sign him to like a cheap 2 year deal. Um, I guess we'll look D tackle wise. We don't really need a D tackle. I like the D tackles we have. We got Jared Rich, we got Tonka Hemingway. Both guys have shown that they can play very well, and that's all I've really needed to see from them is that they can play well. Um, Kingsley Enagbari has kind of shored up his role across from Max Crosby, and he really went on a tear down the stretch. Although Lucas Van Ness is tempting, um, that is a tempting pickup as a Packers fan at least. Um, Sam linebacker, we've got a couple young guys in here: Andrew Kitchens, Marcus Hill. Either of these guys have like hidden dev? No, what is looking like? Just a developmental Sam. What about this guy? No. I'm not looking for anything serious linebacker wise. I do like we have. I know there needs to be some sort of upgrades eventually, but I'm looking to do that through the draft. Marte Mapu. Be like crazy in here. Nobody crazy that's interested. At least all the good free agents are definitely going to be interested in other teams, which is why we got to kind of work with what we have. Dorian Williams is interesting, 77 overall, 26 years old, 89 speed. Let's look at the rest of his ratings here. 85 tackles, 76 89 speed, 93 XL. Um, I think this is kind of a good pickup, honestly. We can get him for cheap. He's going to come in. He'll definitely slide probably right away over Devin White. So it'll give us a little bit better linebacker play. We do have Drew Tranquil here. He is 32 though, so he's going to just keep regressing, and that's just not what I need right now. I am interested in a younger guy who's going to be here for a few years. We'll give him a 4-year contract, a little cheap one, just to get him to 30, and we'll see if he signs. And that honestly might be all that we do in free agency, unless there's a corner. Jaquan McMillan, 27. Alex Austin, as an Oregon State fan, I like Alex Austin, but I'm not going to bring him in. Shaquille Griffin is tempting, but he's 32. Josh Jobe, 29. There's a lot of older guys who are interested, but I don't know if they add anything to our defense. Nashawn Wright, another Oregon State guy, and he had a great season IRL. Happy to see that for him. Cameron Sutton, Emmanuel Forbes Jr. Yeah, I don't see anybody there that's going to make an impact immediately. And probably same thing for safeties. Not a whole lot to see. Andre Cisco's tempting just because he's 27-70 overall, but I think unless there's a crazy strong safety who we can bring in, to Melifonwu. Brian Branch is interested, which is tempting, but he's gonna want expected 20 mil per year, and we can't give that money right now for a position that's not a position of need. Okay, so we're gonna evaluate those offers, and we made 3 or 2 at least. Yeah, 2. We do get so that is good, and that is all the money we're spending for agency. We don't have a lot of cap room in order to spend more. We got 77.7 million right now. So we are going to just kind of get forward here to the draft, which is where we want to be. I don't have a draft board set up. I will be being better at that this next season that we go through. I've been moving, so it's been a little bit hectic to get this out, but I am definitely going to be looking to improve on how I draft in the future and how we are able to. I'm gonna throw. He's the one with the F impact block, right? Or F injury. Never mind. A to C, but the skills are there, which sucks. And he's athletically very, very good, or physically very, very good. We're gonna throw him in there. And then left guard wise, there are a few left guards. We're gonna look at. I had a name that I can't remember. Ben Stackhouse, I believe. Okay, and then I think I want to try to add a corner, but our corners haven't been bad. So maybe one of these later round guys. Go by combine, looking for anybody who has. He didn't go to the combine. Did he go to pro day? No, he didn't. Now, in older Maddens that meant something, but I don't think it means anything in this one. So we're gonna just kind of continue what I was doing here. Later round guys, somebody with speed and size, 6 foot Tyrone Burke. That's not bad. I think that's. We got a 4.34 here. He's 5'11". Where did Burke go? Projected to be a round 3 to 4 guy. We're gonna hopefully find out if that's true or not. Focus, yes, I am. And then we get to the week we've been waiting for. I believe after that one, right? Yeah, the draft. All right, so let's go see if we uncovered anything about these guys. Okay, right here, Jimmy Martinez, around 1 to 2 talent. So that's not a bad pickup for us. Although Jack McQueen may be available at our pick. He's also got F injury though, but his blocking is quite a bit better. Not necessarily power wise, but his blocking is definitely like they comparable at least. Pass block, they probably have the same pass block power, better pass block finesse. Martinez has better run block. They have the same run block finesse, same lead block, same impact block, same stamina, same injury. The injury concerns me, but these two are very similar, so they're both built similarly. So I think whichever one of those guys is available. I didn't even look at the other guys. whichever of those two is available, I think is our guy, left guard wise. Stackhouse. Don't need injured linemen all the time. This left guard is good. He's got the seat injury too. He's definitely better than Stackhouse. It'll be interesting to see who we try to trade back up into the first pick, Isaiah Haynes. And then we had a corner in Burke down here, around 3 to 4. So nothing that we didn't already know. He is one of the fastest. He actually ran quite a bit faster at his pro day. F hit power, B catching, B block shed, C man, D zone. So he's a man guy. Probably a developmental pick. We'll look for him at the draft. I don't know. I like the speed that he brings to the team. So we are going to start our journey on the NFL draft. So the first pick in the 2027 NFL draft is, I believe that is the D tackle that was projected to go for the overall. So nothing surprising here. That is Shaq Stokes, D tackle to the Saints. Pittsburgh now. Big fan. So top 2 D tackles on the board. That's what was projected to happen. 3 D tackles in the first 3 picks there. Very D tackle heavy draft. All is wide receiver, first offense over the board is a wide receiver to the Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins select cornerback and Bryce Wheeler, just their first round pick. Get D tackle Zach Jennings, so 40 tackles in the top 10 so far. Make that 5 D tackles in the top 10 so far as Brian Tafoya goes to the 49ers. And we get a left tackle off the board and Mateus Gonzalez at 8 for the Bengals. Jets with their next first round pick. The Jets having 3 picks in the top 11 is kind of crazy. They go quarterback here, and Austin Jackson, so the first quarterback off the board, goes to New York at pick 9. And then followed up by Brandon Owens to the Panthers. With another first round pick, Gordon Blackstock, a cornerback that I was interested in. He goes to the Jets, so 3 good picks for the Jets there in the top 11. Seahawks are going to go D tackle with Sidney Brown. Pick 13, Sam Scott. The Chargers get right tackle. Bears at 14. Go right edge, Taylor. Which brings up our pick. And we have pretty much whoever we want. We go a left tackle since we might be trading Colton Miller. But if we don't do that, we got our pick of the 2 best centers in the draft. And I think Jack McQueen might be that guy. And you know, we're going to Jack McQueen. So our first pick of the 2027 draft is center Jack McQueen, B minus, above average. Processing puts him in advantageous positions, pass protection, quick hands and feet. So not a great pick, but not a bad pick by any means. Excited to see what he comes out as. So that's our top 15. I think I am going to trade back into the first round. So we're going to just see. So we got maybe the 23rd, 22nd pick. Miller. Colton Miller. It'll help free up some cap space too going forward. Okay. So the Patriots had the 22nd pick, I believe. They need a center, which is interesting. Okay, draft picks, pick 22. I feel like that's giving up a lot. I feel like Colton Miller for that put the other team over the salary cap. So that's an issue there. Okay, so the other team was the Texans? Texans can. I believe they're at 23. Yes. Now, will they? Yes. I probably could have got more than that. I probably should have. But we're back in the first round. That's what matters. Andy Stringer, Andy tackle, he goes. That's who we were projected to take there. At 15, Darren Ross, the first cornerback. No, second cornerback off the board, sorry. We get Dante Stevens, the cornerback off the board. Left tackle, Rasheem Barnett, who we would have drafted, but we decided to another corner. So a string corner going. Left tackle, Damian Tolbert. Tight end, just Patriots. And we have our next pick here. And I don't know exactly where to go. I don't want to reach necessarily on anybody. Positions of need, we need a left guard. He has F injury, doesn't he? No, he has C injury. Isaiah Haynes. I think Haynes could be good for us. Pass block, his run block's very good. I think Isaiah Haynes, yeah. Isaiah Haynes is the pick here. Minus number 6 at true value. We got him at 23, so fantastic pick there. Great pick for us. He's going to come in and he's hidden dev. He's going to come in and probably start right away. He's got very good skills coming in as far as just like the big stuff. And yeah, so we're going to finish out the first round here. Running back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Bills go linebacker. Commanders go left tackle. Ben Valdez goes. So Broncos go linebacker. Safety to the Lions who lost Brian Branch. I'm assuming an edge rusher to the Browns. Get a linebacker to Bucks. Linebacker to the Cowboys. And Baltimore takes an edge rusher. Pick 32 in the first round. All right. So now we're going to move ahead a little bit quicker through this. I don't. We're going to try to just keep making good picks here. We did trade with our left tackle, so check. Could be that guy. We're going to go check the rest of the left tackles. Yeah, he's the best one left, so we're going to just snag Chad Smith here. I think it's a good pick for us. 64 true time, 47. Highly intelligent blocker, shows good technique and run blocking, shows good technique on and reach block. Just good in dev, so we get 3 solid linemen coming in from this draft class. We're going to get all the way over to our third round pick now, where we are going to probably go away from offensive line because I think we shored up what we needed to shore up. Linebacker wise, okay, there's not a lot of. We're gonna go all positions here. Quarterback, strong safety. I don't think we need a strong safety. Isaac Ruggs, 6'2". Physically, he's not too slow, which is actually pretty good. A block shed for a corner is kind of crazy. He's not great in anything but zone, really, though. We got Monty Gresham, who is a little bit slower, a little more rough around the edges. Okay. Jared Peterson. Maybe we do add a D tackle now. Sorry. There were a few guys like what Jamal Watson maybe. A play rec, A finesse moves, B tackle. Yeah, he's predicted around 3 to 4. We're gonna snag Jamal Watson here. I think that adds depth to our D tackle room. He is hitting dev, which is good. That's good for us. Get our next gear and make our selection. Round 4 here. I do plan on doing more in-depth drafts, and I do want to like eventually add subscribers and stuff to drafts, which would be really cool, especially since we're doing just randomly generated players. Terrell Bishop, Brian Richards, playmaker. Let's see here. Combine. Run a 4.42 at 6'2", 226. Brian Richards. Not a whole lot known about him. He looks a little rough. Terrell Kelly, 4.43. Same there. Len Cheeks, 5'6", 224. B catch in traffic, B release, A spec catch, F deep route. Interesting. D catching also makes me not want to grab him. Adrian Cunningham. I think we're good on safeties for now, at least. Maybe next year we take a safety, but we have Jeremy Chin and we have Percy Massey, who has shown that he is a very capable player. Wide receivers, tight ends. We do need to add a tight end, I believe, because Michael Mayer left. Let's see here, 4.7. Johnson. Pass block, which is kind of good. Let's see, anybody else have a pass block? D pass block. Drop off there. Sounds crazy. Mario Vallejo. We know a bit about him. A break tackles. He catching traffic. See, I kind of want to compare him to the other guy. So attributes. Could have better awareness. Could have better catching. He has the high end of the catch and traffic. He has better spec catch. Could have better short route running. Better mid route running. Same pass block. Worse run or better run block. A break tackle is kind of crazy. B to D injury. Yeah. Mario Vallejo is our 4th round pick. I know he's projected day 3, but I believe with his skill set, he could be a good tight end 2 or 3. 6'4", 258. He's a good blocker in pass protection and run protection, which is good. Got A break tackle. He can develop probably pretty well. He's not too slow. He's a top 10 speed at tight end. Decently strong, pretty agile. I think it's a good pick in round 4 for us. Apparently, it's a horrible round 4 for us. But he is in development, so there's that. We do get in development tight end. That's a than what I graded us as, because I feel like it could have definitely been a way worse pick with what was available on the board. A lot of D tackles still left. I don't think we go D tackle again. Skylar Brown, 6'4", 229, around a 4.49, which is pretty quick. B release, route running's not great. Got a good spec catch. His catching's not great. He's not a returner. So I'm going to say probably not there. I would like to add a 8-round guy, though. Tevin Faulkner, maybe. 4.5. B catch, B release, B spec catch. Maybe. Right tackle, Cordell Carmichael. Sorry. here. Top 5 in speed. Pretty agile. Best at the 20-yard shuffle, which is kind of cool. He's not a slouch when it comes to strength either. Like, he's got 29 reps at the combine and 31 reps at his pro day. A, impact block. C, injury. C to F, pass block. B, run block. We'll add some right tackle depth. Why not? It was not a great pick. It's fine. I struggle, and I can usually get my picks in the first couple rounds of these last 3 rounds, 5, 6, and 7. Those are the ones I normally struggle with my picks, especially because I haven't done much scouting. Let's see here. It's definitely a little bit shorter, a little bit slower. Yep, that's pretty much what he's got going for him. That's fine. See here, A, catching. B, man. Not a great tackler, which is unfortunate. He's got A to B zone, though. I think, actually, not a bad pick. I know that there's a bad pick, but he's fast. He can cover, like, kind of need from some linebackers. We do have another pick around 6, which is good. Do we take an edge rusher? Maybe later. He's only fast. He can catch. He can be a returner if we need him to. I don't know. I don't think that's the pick. I don't think those guys is the pick quite yet. DeMarcus Lovelocks. Interesting. Top 7 or top 10 in speed. He's very rough around the edges, but he can return. The ball, and I think we're letting him block. 217 a true value. We got him right left returner, faster on tape. Speed. Yeah, I think we found ourselves a little returner there in the draft. And I think, yeah, we have 2 7th round picks as well. That's big. It's not big, but it's not bad. We'll grab Estrada to kind of 193 at true value. Okay, very reliable. Hands, concerns with speed, struggles to make pitches at 91 speed. So he'll probably get a returner as well. And getting to our last pick in this NFL draft. Brendan Decker. Peter Divins. Is that 6'6", 271 power rusher who's the fastest left edge in the draft? C play rec, B power moves, B hit power, B tackle. Peter Divins, welcome to the squad. 7 true value, we got him at 2 former high school power forward, power frame, struggles to break free when that's fine. I like this pick actually at the end. He's got good size, good speed. 6'6", 271, 77 speed. He's got good power moves to start out, good hit power, good tackle, which means he's going to be able to make it after developing a little bit. Jack McQueen comes in at a 74 overall. Normal dev. 85 strength, 75 run block, 79 pass block, 80 pass block finesse, 80 run block finesse, 80 lead block. So a solid guy. He's normal dev, so I think we're going to just stick with him. He's a very good backup for us. Isaiah Haynes comes in at 79 overall. This might be one of the steals. I'm so glad we traded back up in the first round. 79 overall coming in. He's got hidden depth. With 94 strength, 78 run block, 85 run block finesse, 77 pass block finesse, 86 like what a pick this was. Straight back into the first round and snagging him at pick 23 is crazy. And the second round we went Chad Smith, who comes in at 73 overall. 79 run block, 79 run block finesse. Pass block's a little lower, but we kind of knew that coming in. But I'm okay with that, honestly. I know it's weird to say that about a left tackle, but I am okay with it because I think he makes up for it in other aspects. We get Jamal Watson to our D tackle room. Comes in, he's a solid third option, probably 77 tackle, 76 play rec, 70 block shed, 75 finesse moves. So he'll be able to make a little bit of an impact there. We went who I thought was a solid pick. He comes in, hit depth, 60 run block, um, blocker, definitely good for a receiving tight end. So, that's a plus in itself. Which I believe was kind of an pick, you know. And we went Herrera, who I thought was a bit more solid of a pick than it turned out to be, or what it graded us as. He's definitely got some development to do, tackling wise, power wise. He's got the speed though, and he's got solid coverages. I'm not going to say great, but they're solid for linebacker. And then DeMarcus Fox comes in 66 overall. Probably going to be our returner. Comes in with 87 speed. His kick return is 90, so yeah, he's going to be probably one of our returners for the season. I think Jesus Estrada will also be one of our returners on the season. He's got 83 kick return. It's actually not a bad developmental for us, so that's good, especially since we might be trading Betch away. And then we come, our last pick to draft was Peter Divins, who comes in at 67, which isn't great, but 72 power moves, 77 tackles, 77 speed, 56 blocks. He's a good development guy also. So that's what I like to do with my last few picks drafts, is to get some really developmental guys. My first 4 to 5, I like to be guys who can come in and slot in right away. We only got technically one that should be slotting in right away, but Chad Smith will also be. But I consider that a win for us. We're going to be jumping over to the preseason now. Position battle, huh? What do we got here? Brendan Jackson again? No. Dumas Johnson. Before we get to it, I wanted to talk about my place on the depth chart. I really believe I'm one of the best linebackers on this team. Start the preseason strong. Show me that get a sack or 5 tackles in the next game. Which, that seems about right. Peterson, obviously our quarterback, our franchise guy. We still have Geno Smith here for a little bit. Running back Wyatt Shenty, obviously. I think level box I want to overlap, honestly. I think we are And we have Josh Jones here, which he's kind of obsolete at this point. Left edge wise, sorry. Max Crosby, obviously. Right edge, Enagbari. That's not changing. D-tackle wise, Jared Rich. We're going to go Hemingway over Rich. And then there's our young Jamal Watson, who's going to be sliding in there at number 3. We're going to go like so. Sam linebacker, James Dansby. Jamon Johnson wants his opportunity to make something happen. And, we're going to give him that opportunity, honestly. Roberts regresses down to a 71 overall. So Jonathan Reyes is going to be our starting Mike going into the season. The second-year player. He had a solid rookie year, but we're going to see if he can really build on that and take over that role that Landon Roberts has filled. Landon Roberts is an X-factor, though, so it makes it really hard for him not to start. You know what? Landon Roberts is going out with a bang. He's got X-factor now. He's starting. I know he's 71 overall, but I think he can still play pretty well. White. Just sign somebody. There he is. Sorry. Dorian Williams coming in over Eichenberg, over Devin White. Chris Paul Jr. is also going to be over Devin White. So Devin White might be somebody we look to trade as well. Aaron Porter, Eric Stokes, Brendan Hartwell, Isaiah Dunn, Cedric Dawson. As much as I like Isaiah Dunn, I think Cedric Dawson's, he's a higher overall. He's got to take that spot, which is fine. Brendan Hartwell, another second-year guy who played okay. He had some rough games last year, though, so really looking for him to bounce back from that and step up where he was at. Percy Massey at free safety, obviously. Jeremy Chin at strong safety, obviously. Mitchell Young, our backup, another second-year guy. Kicker, Joshua Carty. Punter is still A.J. Cole, although he may not have a contract over the season. I don't remember. We'll see. Long snapper, Aiden Wilds. Yep. Brought him in just to do that. Kick returners. Lovelocks. Yes. And Estrada. Yes. Returner is going to be Lovelocks. Backing him up. Third down, running back, edge, power back. We'll make Martinez. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Slot wide receiver, Dante Wicks. I agree with that. Thornton, we don't get a trade-off. Crosby at the left end, Enagbari at the right end, and Kuntz at the tackle spot. I like that trio when it comes to pass rush. And bam. Sub linebacker, Landon Roberts, and Reyes. We're gonna throw Williams in. Yeah, we're gonna throw Williams in here as our third one. Spot corner. I think it's got to be Eric Stokes. I think he's probably our best option here. We could go Jeremy Chin, but that leaves Mitchell Young as strong safety, and he's not very good. So actually, just to kind of avoid that, we're going to go like this, because I don't need Jeremy Chin out of the safety spot as much as possible, honestly. Although we could see who's a good backup strong safety on our team here. Because I like Mitchell Young, but he didn't play very well when he was in. Isaiah Dunn. Maybe Isaiah Dunn moves to safety. Let's compare him to Mitchell. or Chase. Miles or Chase could potentially bump in. He's got better coverages other than Man. Darren Porter, Massey, Hartwell. But turn up at that spot. Let's see, I'm not very good at most of these, but let's go look at our boy DeMarcus Lovelock. Feel for some of these guys. This is the only thing I'm going to do in this series. I do want to do a series where I do play them soon. Once I get a little bit more settled, once I get a new laptop. I do have a new mic in the works. I will be. Okay. I do have a mic that I am planning on buying, but I have to wait till I get paid on Thursday. But it's in my cart. So the quality of my audio will definitely go up as we will shift there. Okay. The block looking like he can be a good backup eventually, maybe. Yes, quality will be going up. We're going to get a new mic. We're going to get a new laptop or a PC in order to edit things a little bit for you guys and get more content out. So the streams are better, the videos are better. Really working on moving forward. And that takes a step back just because of moving. But we're all moved in. We're relatively settled to a point where I can start doing this again. And that was just my fault. But streams are going to be starting to be more consistent. Videos on YouTube are going to be starting to be more consistent again. And I think that we are definitely going to be on the ups. A lot of plans. So you guys I would love to collab with, but we'll see how that works out in this coming year. I know I need to be a little bit more established than what I am. That being said, I hope you all are enjoying this series. My longest series I've ever tried to do. And definitely the video wise, one of the longest I've tried to do. Way more long form than I thought, but I'm enjoying it. I hope you all are too. I'm not good at any of these other ones. Oh, well. We're going to just get into the preseason here. We're going to watch probably not a whole lot of the preseason. There's not a whole lot of stories going on, not a whole lot of new people. So we'll probably watch fourth quarter of this one. We'll watch the first half of the next one. We'll watch. We might not watch the third one, but we might. And we are in here. Just going on. We're up 7. So looks like our starters did their job, which is good to see. Next quarter. I really think my hire could be something that pushes us towards a really good team. As our DC is nuts. We're at 21-0 right now. And I just have to jump in and watch this team play a little bit. As our offense is on the field. Damian Martin is back there. Geno Smith. And off Martinez breaks the tackle, breaks, gets a first down. Good run run there for us to watch, though. Broken tackle for breaking that off. It looked like Besh in motion. Handoff Martinez again up the middle. It's another tackle at the end of 7. So Martinez running the ball here good. Like I said, I do like the 1-2 punch of him and Genty. He's obviously a little bit more power back than Genty is. A little bit slower, a little bit bulkier. But what they add together is really good. They do run very similar, but that's not a bad thing. James Smith scrambling around for getting there and takes a sack. How should we see that in season 1? AJ Cole punted away. Not great, honestly. Getting the ball to 22. Joe Milton. Back up for the Dallas Cowboys. Down 21-0 in this fourth quarter. Scrambling, throwing up the middle, wide open. A little throw there. Joe Milton's somebody that I did bringing in season 1 to battle for that starting position, but ultimately we just ran with what we had. Joe Milton sack there. I believe that's Brennan Jackson. 54, Brennan Jackson, in our third to fourth edge rusher the last couple of seasons. He was injured season 1, so he didn't play much. 15 years of Brennan Jackson getting through again, almost getting home back there. 31, I believe, is Mitchell. Mitchell Young. Milton launching one deep, broken up though. Almost intercepted. They had down in on that. 4th and 7 now. Stop here. Pressure starting to get there. Broken up again. I say done. I say done with 2 back-to-back plays. Pretty good. Pretty good. Putting him in a new spot. CB5, but he's going to be strong safety 2. And he's going to be taking those reps at strong safety when Jeremy Chin, Cowboys have an injury. He's going to be taking the spot at strong safety when Jeremy Chin is in at linebacker or slot, which is an interesting role for him. Throwing, broken up, tender for Besh. Besh, the guy that we might be trading in this episode. Throwing, Besh, Smith, 5 and a touchdown, 4th and 8, and we're punting yet again. So it looks like we missed off the offense, but that's fine. Defense definitely looking better already, definitely looking improved with the hiring of Mike Tomlin. As we're starting to get there, and that's not a mistake. Got that's Jamal Watson, the rookie, though. Jamal Watson, I believe, a 3rd round pick for us. Freshman again. Reyes breaks that one up. Was offensive trying to get out of the end zone here. And the ball up the middle. Nobody's home, though. Huge hit by Percy Massey, but it's way too late. Jaden Blue tears off a 16-yard run there. 3 minutes left in this preseason game, though, so we'll be jumping over to the next one soon. Milton scrambling Brennan Jackson there for his second sack that we've seen. Brennan Jackson, a guy that wanted to start over Anakbari or Crosby last season, but he just didn't have the output when we put him in. Maybe he tries to bring out this year. I'm going to take that spot from Anakbari. Looks like a fullback. Now it's 13. Defense messed up. Passing pressure getting by Brennan Jackson. Hits. Milton throws. Brennan Jackson having a great structure play here. And the Cowboys look like they're giving up, so I think we're just going to get out of this one. 21-0, I don't foresee any sort of comeback. defense locked in though in the preseason, which is honestly probably one of the best signs for us to put up another touchdown just to end the game out. We'll look at some stats here from the game to see what all happened. Player stats for us. Did we get any picks actually? No picks. Okay. Peterson, third touchdown. Smith, touchdown. Martinez ran for 90 and a touchdown. Lovelock had a touchdown too. Okay. Shinty had 3 for 8, which isn't great, but you know, it's preseason. I'm not too worried about it. Jack Besh, 5 for 54, 3 for 47. Estrada is the one who caught a touchdown, and Thornton caught a touchdown. Blocking wise, McQueen let up a sack, Grant let up a sack, Powers Johnson let up a sack. So Chad Smith did not let up a sack, and yeah, I'm trying to remember. Chad Smith is starting. Was didn't let up a sack. Vincent didn't let up a sack, which is big. Josh Jones got in for some reason. Reynolds, J.D. Brown, Haynes. Oh, it was Haynes. Sorry, I forgot his name. Haynes did not let up a sack. That's big. Defensively, Landon Roberts. Where was Dumas Johnson? He did not complete his goal. That's interesting. 2 TFLs for Brendan Jackson and our rookie DT Jamal Watson. Eric Stokes had a TFL as well. 2.5 sacks from Brendan Jackson, sack for Kuntz, sack for Watson, sack for Crosby, and Jared Rich shared the sack with Jackson. No picks. Just an overall good game for the team. We do get a shutout at 28-0, which is kind of crazy even in the preseason. Our defense definitely wouldn't have done that last season. So we seem to be on the right path. Jump over to the next preseason game. I think I'm going to trade Besh before this game. Before we do that, I hate to say it, it's hard to want to trade him because he isn't a bad player. He just doesn't fit in our rotation right now. And Taekwon Thornton, wrong player, Dante Thornton has very much so stuck himself in in the wide receiver rotation, like very full-heartedly has stuck himself in the wide receiver rotation. I'm gonna try to put Besh, who's an 81 overall, on a team where he's gonna play. Like, where am I going? I want to put him on a team that he's gonna get playing time on, and he's going to contribute to. So maybe we'll see him at some point. Who's at the Falcons? Falcons look like probably the best shot so far. And the Jets got Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson now. Crazy. Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Savion Williams. So literally no wide receivers that were okay. That's crazy. All right, Falcons, the Rams. Next to Puka Nacua. He could have a big season over there. And their quarterback being Anthony Richardson. He could have a big season over there. Rams or Falcons right now is looking like his best opportunity. Could be the Steelers. Who do they have a quarterback right now? Lyle McFadden, that's right. Superstar Lyle McFadden. DK's there, but he's going to start regressing. Julian Cook. He would be a pretty established guy. We'd see him in the AFC. Elijah Moore, Tutu Atwell. Nick Gonzalez. This is the first round receiver that they took, who's a 71 overall normal dev guy. That's crazy. Justin Jefferson is at 28. Edison's 25. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. So the Falcons gotta go see who they have at quarterback. Jonathan McLaughlin. Taquan Thornton. The Rams. I think the Rams is good, but there's a lot of talent in this room. But he's definitely he's obviously better. But they don't really want him. But I want him to go here. So I'm thinking a second, a third, and a fourth. Probably not gonna happen. A second and a third. I'm gonna see if I can get a first and first and fifth. I don't even know if I can just straight up first. Probably not. We're gonna try it. Okay. So a second and a third. Was that close? I think that's close, right? It was pretty close. So we'll probably get a second, a fourth, and a sixth. Ooh, that's close. Maybe I could swindle a seventh. If I want 3 picks, it's gonna probably have to be a fifth. But if I do that, maybe I can get just a full haul for him. That's close. A second, a sixth, and a seventh. Ooh. So Besh goes to the Rams. Finally, after a little bit of swindling there, Besh goes to the Rams for a second, a sixth, and a seventh in the upcoming draft. So he will, in fact, be going to a team where he can contribute. And he's going to be he's going to be probably a caliber team in the Rams. I believe they made the playoffs, and they got a good young team coming up. Solid defense. And a good young quarterback, which is we are going to watch the first half of this game and probably send to the next game. Just so we can watch our starters a little bit. If our team goes any sort of direction other than making progress towards our goal of winning a championship, being a contender for multiple years, we may have an issue, but I think we're in the process of moving forward. Eric Peterson's a good young quarterback. I wouldn't say he's great yet, but he's a good young quarterback. He played very well in his rookie season. Genti, a great young running back. Bowers, one of the best tight ends in the league. And a great play to start the game out. Second and 11 here. Hold it. 3rd and 11 now. Lions are a good team though. Peterson stepping up, taking off, looking fast. Peterson looking fast this year. That is a 20-yard rush from our quarterback. Go 1st down. 1st and 10 there. Peterson center. And play action. Pass out to Trey Tucker for a gain of 21. So back-to-back 20-plus yard plays. This offense is explosive. Something that I like about it. It's a very explosive offense. Peterson stepping up, just throwing out the He breaks a tackle up to the sideline. Gets the 1st down. Play from Genty there. Peterson in the gun. Hand off Martinez. Offense moving the ball now. First couple plays stalled a little bit, but I can pass it to Bowers for a game 7, 3rd and 3. Already in field goal range here, but the offense obviously wants more. Peterson to throw. Throwing absolute laser into Donovan Wicks for the touchdown. Great play there from our starters. Peterson feeling the pressure, getting out, getting a pass off to Wicks, who makes the tough grab in the end zone. 8 plays, 74 yards, minute and a half off the clock. So pretty quick drive there, actually. All things considered. To see what our defense can do in this game here against a better team, for sure. Better team than we faced in week 1. They did shut them out. I don't think we shut out Jameer Gibbs and the Lions, but who knows? Maybe our defense is hitting the turning point that we needed to hit. Play action, pass out to James Williams, brought down by Aaron Cooper and James Dansby. Second and 3 here. Goff looking to throw again. Pressure coming, he throws. I believe that was Hemingway in on that. 3rd and 3 here. And empty. Pressure coming over the middle. Isaac Tesla for a big gain. First here now, so the Lions are moving the ball. Off to throw again over the middle for Tesla. Or that's not. Wow. Over the middle for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I did not see the right number there. 2nd one now. Off throw deep. Overshot. And he had a step, it looked like. Better ball, he might score there. 3rd and 1 coming up. Goff throws over the middle to Gibbs, completed for the 1st down. So the Lions entering back our drive with a pretty quick drive, quick and aggressive. Just like ours. Pretty fast to Williams. Hit by London Roberts. After 4, 2nd and 6 coming up. Goff under center. Jameer Gibbs. Gains up 2 there. 3rd and 4 here. Goff looking to throw over the middle, open. There's nobody there in the vicinity of that. Laporta with the 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Going eye for him. Goff. Play action. Pressure coming. Getting there. Caught at the 3-yard line. And double coverage. Lions knocking on the end zone. Start touchdown. Hand off up the middle. Slammed by Jamal Watson. Jamal Watson, the rookie. Making an impact in preseason. Second and goal now. Screen pass. Nobody out there. Third and goal from the 5. Can our defense to stop here? Pressure coming over the middle, wide open is Isaac Tesla. Just like that, the game is tied up. Defense tries to put together a stand. Just could not get it done. And we roughed the kicker. Cedric Dawson. We can't be having mistakes like that. So the offense coming back out now. Kirk Peterson at home. Looking to continue the hot start that we had to this game. 1st and 10 here. Play action, quick throw. Complete quick 2. Getting here now. 2nd and 8. Passing, screen pass to Genty. Good blocks out there. Genty up the sideline. Good game there from Genty, getting involved in the pass game. We'd like to see. Wicks now. And off Wicks. Not a great play. Gets back to the line of scrimmage barely. 2nd and 10 here at the 47. Motioning again. Looking to throw. Throws up the middle for Drake Tucker. A little bit behind it. 4 there. 3rd and 6 coming up now. It's over. Throw to Wicks. Short. The 1st down. 4th and 1. Going for it here though. I like the aggression. 4th and 1. Genty up the middle. Gets the 1st down. Weird formation there, but it worked. 1st and 10 now. Snap in, looking to throw. Pick out to Bowers. Completed for 5. He does like to spread the ball around, and that's what I like about him. He does spread the ball around. He doesn't just target the main guy. Genty. Out freaking 3. One man to beat, but not around him though. 3rd and 2 here. Peterson to Thornton. Thornton up the sideline. That's a man can't. Thornton, a guy who's been making a name for himself over the course of the last couple of seasons. Peterson throw. Tucker who's in for the touchdown. Tucker with the touchdown here is kneeling as we score and in the 1st quarter. This is going to look like. Slowed it down a little bit that time. Scored quickly in the on our 1st drive. Slowed it down a little bit there to run some clock off this 1st quarter. Still scored down. Now our defense. Stop here. Crosby. Tesla is just torching everybody he lines up against. This is absolutely wild. I think Tesla is beating every DB we put on him. 1st and 10 here for the Lions. Play action. We're taking a lot of pressure. Amon-Ra St. Brown wide open. Makes it the catch. Contact. Big play there for the Lions. The Lions looking to answer right back with a touchdown. Read option. Goff takes it. About 4. That'll bring us to the offensive game so far. Our harder of a challenge for our defense this week, I believe, as we're clearly seeing. Lions continue to drive, drop it to Jameer Gibbs, who has that insane burst speed, right up the middle for a first down. Gets the ball to the 23. It's one of those situations where I'd say Dunn is in a strong safety. Cummington is there. Laporta wide open underneath, breaking about 8 tackles, it seems like. Getting the ball to 27. And the Lions looking to score yet again. Laporta in motion. Got me some adjustments. Throw. Pressure coming. Chin hits him. Gibbs is making everybody miss breaking tackles. Good Lord. What a play by Jameer Gibbs there, who almost scores on that. Tough count of 3, though. Handoff Gibbs. That's James Dansby in there, our second year. Damn linebacker. Third and goal now. Pressure coming over the middle, wide open. Sam Laporta. Jeremy Chin not able to cover him there. The Lions score. Lions set up. Offense is going to be looking to take the lead back. Just to strike with a return there up to 25. Peterson 11 for 1,213 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's playing phenomenal right now. Looking to see if he can keep that up. Lions defense is no slouch, so him being able to do that is good. A good sign. Shinty for a gain of 2 up the middle. Peterson in the gun. Throw now over the middle for Tucker. Tucker has 4 catches, 51 in this game. First and 10 at 45 now. Play action here. Peterson steps up, throws into a tight window, but Trey Tucker catches a great throw, a great catch there. It was a very small window for him to throw into. Shinty up the middle, breaks a tackle. Gains about 13 there. Shinty having a rough time running in preseason, but I'm not super worried about it. Not yet, at least. First and 10 here. Peterson throwing over the middle for Thornton, who brings it in. And Peterson is dealing right now. Throwing absolute seeds. Shinty up the middle for another gain. About 3 there. Some adjustments here. Martinez in motion. Peterson a wide open scrambling lane, throws it back across into an interception. Peterson had a wide open run into the end zone and decided to throw it instead. It's one of those situations where you're okay with your quarterback being greedy. You can call for himself. Gibbs with a big tackle from Jamal Watson. First and 49. Going back to that interception, that's just not a smart play. He's still a young player. This is his second year. And this is his second year. And he's growing, but that's just not a play that you can happen at this point in the game. The Lions have their opportunities to take the lead. Raiders defense has not been able to stop them at all. Second and 8 here. Just like Peterson's been dealing, Cobb has been dealing as well. Seems like everybody's open up for both teams except for that one throw. Second and 8 now, Goff throw over the middle. St. Brown brings it in for first down. good tackle there from Williams, who is our signings that we brought on in free agency. Throw again. 3rd and 1 coming up here is a big play. Off the throw. Throwing. Tough catch by Jameson Williams. Brings it in through contact. Darian Porter not able to break that one up. High formation here for the Lions. Hand off to Gibbs up the middle. Gains 3 and then stuffed by Jared, I believe. 7-7 now. Play action. Off the throw. Reaching 3rd and 1 again though. High form one more time. Off with the sneak. Gets it. The Lions slowly but surely getting down the field. Don't need to snap it, and they won't. 2-minute warning here in the first half. Defense is not looking like they're able to get any sort of stops here. 2-minute warning now. Off, Gibbs wide open up the middle, making everybody miss. Breaking tackles, finally brought down by, I believe, Percy Massey. 1st and 10. Word in motion. Play action. Off to throw. Jared Rich getting home though with the sack. Jared Rich, whose season was kind of ruined by an injury last year. Missed a lot of time. It's good to see him get back contributing though. Over the middle, Jameson Williams catches it. Almost breaks the tackle from William Roberts, but cleaned up. 30 seconds left. They are running the clock here. Off, looking to throw over the middle of that. Almost intercepted. Pass that to Wiggs. Man miss. He's got one. We're taking a timeout though. So maybe we are going to be a little bit aggressive here as we do not get the ball and start sticking. We just throw. First coming. Swings that to Powers, who gets out of bounds. 10 seconds left. We need a big play here to get field goal range. It's doable. Throwing over the middle of Trey Tucker, makes a miss. I don't think we are trying to. What is this? A 70-yard field goal? 74 yards for Joshua Carty, who just barely misses it. Actually, that he was a lot closer than I thought that was going to be. Very low, just short. 74-yard field goal, though. He's that close, which means he could probably hit from 70. We got halftime here. We'll be coming out of halftime, and we're just going to sim through the second half. Lions go down and touchdown. We come back, score a touchdown of our own. We're still down by 3. Lions put that down, which puts this one out of reach, and we do lose this one. 31-21. Defense not looking as good in this one, but it is what it is. Eric Sheldon came in for the Lions. Didn't play great, but he did throw a touchdown. Geno Smith threw a pick along with Peterson. Rushing wise, Jahmyr Gibbs was averaging 5 yards a carry. It felt way worse than that. Genty had an game. He could have been better for sure. Receiving wise, Trey Tucker had a fantastic game. Sacks wise, Grant allowed 2 when he came in. No other sacks from anybody else though, which is good to see. Who got no picks for us today? It's unfortunate. It really is. It's just preseason, so still a lot of time for things to flip around. And like preseason, it's a good test for. It's not a great test because a lot of backups, especially offensive line wise, backups are guys who started last season. And bringing in a personal coach, which I work on, run defense for sure. Run defense. And we are going to just send through the Vikings game so we can get through preseason. Looks like we're going to be playing NFC North in the regular season as we're playing the Bears, but 31-7 again. We'll go check that out real quick. 31-7. Finished preseason 2-1, which is good. 222, 3 touchdowns and a pick for Peterson, but the 222 is and 3 touchdowns is promising. Genty, his best running performance of the preseason. Peterson also had a rushing touchdown. Okay, so 4 TDs for our quarterback. That's a great game there. Had 7 for 132 and 2 touchdowns. Good Lord, Stroud had 445. Jordan had a touchdown. Blocking wise, Marshawn let up a sack. That was the only one let up. Defensively, Chin let us in tackles. INT for Porter. 3 sacks for Malcolm Kuntz. 1 for Anibari. 1 for Hemingway. Chin and Crosby split 1. So, solid game for us there. We do have some people to possibly cut, I think. Marcus West cut. Practice squad for Carmichael. Will be cut. Quan Shepard will be cut. Devin Rushing can go to the practice squad. Aiden Wiles can go to the practice squad. Martin Killings can go to the practice squad. Peter Divins. Chase. CJ Hansen. Zion. Logue. I want to keep Adam Butler around just because. Actually, I don't know. Does he have a mentor? That'd be cool if he had a mentor. He does not. And he's our 5th guy. Yeah, we really don't need right now. We're keeping a little lock up just to be our returner this season. Sanusi Kane. We're gonna cut him as well. Justin Tucker not cut. We get Justin. Have you seen some good habits early? Just following up on your training camp. Why are we having this conversation now? This is the key here. Got some upgrades here for some of these guys. Genty is already up to an 81. That's great. Choose draft class. Keep out rookies. Yes. Central. I'm going to actually go to our team scheme to see if there's something that fits a little bit better for us defensively. Maybe the 4-6 was messing with us. We're going to go with that, but because we have Mike Tomlin, I am going to bring out the Pittsburgh playbook. It doesn't have the 4-6 in it, though. Oh well, you know what? We're going to see what we can do. Vertical zone run, does that fit us still the best? Yes, it does. We're going to keep the Rams playbook. Going into our lineup. Isaiah Haynes, man. This guy's already balding. That's crazy. Almost got his development revealed. I'm excited. He's already up to an 81 overall, which makes me think it's probably a superstar at least. Chad Smith. Actually not playing really bad. Playing pretty solid. I don't think he's allowed a sack yet. Tucker, Gordon, our top 3 guys. I am okay with that. Deion Reynolds in it. Number 4, there's quite a bit of drop off. Estrada might actually get playing time this year. Defensively, we are looking. Jonathan Reyes is sitting behind Elena Roberts. Higher overall, Elena Roberts, captain. We owe him something. Isaiah Dunn is going to be fill-in strong safety when Chin goes into the box. It looked like it worked pretty okay. Is there Jamal Watson? Pretty good plays in preseason. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Special teams wise, Lovelock is going to be our returner, our main returner at least. Specialists, we're just going to keep this all the same for now. And squad wise, we got quite a few guys down here that could have been pushed up. I'm looking at Divins to maybe develop pretty good as well in Wiles, but we'll see. We will see. I hope you enjoyed this. Next episode will be streaming soon. If you have not gone and watched the rest of the series, I recommend going and catching up greatly. It's been a fun ride to this point, and we are just now getting to a very peak year. A lot of young pieces on this roster, a lot of big things to watch going forward. Also, if you haven't, make sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube, so you can follow along. Make sure to like as well. That helps out. Also, comment other things you want to see. If there's any series ideas you guys have, I would love to hear them. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow as well. If you keep up on TikTok, hit the follow button on there, hit the likes. All this stuff helps. As always, I hope y'all are having a great day, and I am out of here. Peace.